Hello. In this video we're going to talk about creating some basic assignments in Blackboard and also talk about some of the justifications or the reasons why you might want to do that in your class. I think probably the main reason for putting some assignments in Blackboard really has to do with convenience in classroom management. Not necessarily convenience for the instructor, although that's true too, but convenience for the students. Here at the community college, our students have incredibly diverse schedules. Some students can only work and go to school early in the morning because they have children who get off. They have to be home to get their children off the bus at 2 o'clock. Some students work the late shift, so they can only do schoolwork, say, late at night, or very, very early in the morning. And putting an assessment in Blackboard allows our students to work on their schedule, so they can do their assignments when it's convenient for them. Also, it's convenient for faculty members, really because of some of the value-added abilities it gives you to, say, check your students' knowledge. If you assign a piece of reading, giving students a short, I don't know if I want to use the word quiz, but giving your students a short knowledge check through Blackboard is one great way to hold them accountable and to find out what your students know and what their level of ability is before you even start a classroom. So let's say if you said, well, you need to read chapter 10 on the War of 1812. You can go in before your class starts and see what your students have selected for their answers or see what they've written for their answers and just get an idea of where your class is before the class even starts. Now, I'm going to just show you how to build a basic assignment here. And for purposes of demonstration, I'm going to keep it very simple. So all you have to do is come into the Assignments area, click Assessments, choose Test. We don't have any tests ready to deploy here, so we're going to create a new one. So click Create. We have to give our test a name. I'm just going to use Knowledge Check for convenience. You should enter a description and instructions for the test, but for the sake of convenience today, I'm not going to. And once we're here in the test canvas, this is where we can create our test. Now you have a large number of options for the types of questions. Of course, I'm going to try a multiple choice today just for demonstration purposes, but you can get, of course, that's a very, very low level check of your students' knowledge. You might be able to get better results, or you can experiment to get better results from a hotspot question or fill in multiple blanks or a short answer, something like that. So I've clicked Create Question, and I'm going to go down to multiple choice. Question title is not really necessary. It's not necessary for the students, but it might be necessary for you if you want to use, say, a test bank. But I'm just going to write in my question here. In what year did the War of 1812 begin? And of course, this is very low-level knowledge check here. Here you have some options for answer numbering, answer orientation, just how it's going to look, allowing partial credit and showing answers in random order if that's important to you, and I tend to like that. The correct answer, of course, is 1812, and I'm going to choose it as correct and put in some incorrect answers here as well. I've made sure that I've selected my correct answer, and because I've selected Show Answers in Random Order, the answers will be jumbled up. They will not appear in this order when the students actually get them. It makes sense in a question like this, but say if you had a question where you had numbering that had to be the same, you wouldn't want to select that. And here we have our multiple answer. We click OK, and click Submit. And here we're brought to the screen of the test options screen. These are the options for deploying our tests. Do we want our test to open in a new window? That's up to you. Definitely want to make the link available to students. Add an announcement if you'd like. Multiple attempts if you'd like. Forced completion means that students must complete it once they open it. Set timer. You'll have some options for a timer that will actually appear to the students and whether or not to auto-submit it if the timer runs out. And again, that has to do more with your personal preferences. Display after, display until, so you can keep your assignments area clean and only have these assignments appear when they need to. And of course, password and due date options. I want to give our students a due date of tonight by 11:59 p.m. Here we have some options for self-assessment. If you choose this option though, the hide results, you will not be able to see individual students' results. Here is what the students see. It's actually great to build some feedback in to a question, and you could check that if you wanted to, or if there's some reason to keep the correct answers from the students for a period of time, let them see their score, but maybe not their submitted and correct answers, perhaps until everybody had taken the test. Test presentation, all at once or one at a time, prohibiting backtracking. I normally randomize my questions just to keep students, it helps students to do their own work. And once I've finished my selections, I click Submit. Okay, and you can see my knowledge check appears in my assignments area, and when a student comes in here, all he or she has to do is to click on the assignment. They get a little message about some of the options that the instructor has selected. They click Begin and they'll enter the quiz or the test. They can answer the question. You can see that the answers are in a random order from the way we entered them. Choose the answer. They're given a just kind of a make sure, do you really want to ask, or do you really want to submit? And I can see that I can give my results. When I click OK at the bottom of the screen, I'll see that I got 10 out of 10 points, so I know that I'm happy. Alright, well that's just how to build a basic knowledge check into Blackboard, and also gave you some reasons why you should or why you would consider using it. Thank you very much. I wish you luck.